to the top of Huayna Picchu Mountain.
Okay.
Just we pass the main gate of this area,
Mm-hmm.
and in 15 more minutes we will be on the top.
Okay. We came all the way from down there. Good done. Good job. There's our mountain in the background.
I'm sorry.
River, hydroelectric plant. Oh, there's mountains all over, huh? Yes.
You ready?
All the way back down. Oh, there's the sun.
entrance. Imagine these two walls a little higher. This higher, no visual contact inside because this is the toilet.
Oh, okay.
This is the toilet of these two families, another toilet over there for these two families. In this Machu Picchu area, we are going to see it, basically two kinds of architecture. The rustic architecture like this, when you are going to see like this, a regular stone and mat in between, it's just for workers, for servants, or just simple reason, lodging, workshop areas, storehouses, these kind of things. That's why it's rustic. And look at here, beautiful architecture. When you are going to see beautiful architecture, when the stone was polished and was fit together, just stone and stone, amazing interlocking, these are just palaces and temples. In this case, this is a big group of palaces for the high-class people that were in Machu Picchu. But here we see something strange. Why they mix beautiful fancy on the first part and rustic on the top. These high-class people like a special decoration in their palaces. How was? The rustic part was plastered with clay, like a stucco. And after that they painted in red, white, or yellow colors. And inside of the palaces they draw design, flowers, orchids, snakes, birds. So in that way they finish these palaces for the high-class people in Machu Picchu.
So they had a nice smooth surface.
These two round monuments represent the most important god of this Inca conception. Father and mother of the kings, the holy couple in the sky, sun and moon. Look at two sun and moon, round shape, the shape of the sun and the moon. This one a little smaller than this one, because this represents moon and September, spring, autumn. So what happened in the morning, the ray of the sun passes through this window and touch the moon.
Oh.
What is the meaning of that? The son, the husband, kiss his wife, the moon, only in the equinoxes is the relationship. Yes, it's trapezoidal shape or pyramid shape that make it stronger, anti-seismic. Look at your friend here, the Inca channels and fountains, Incas built next to this long staircase 16 water fountains. The first one in front of this building with thatched roof, and the last one at the end of this staircase. Incas built this channel and fountain for two reasons: domestical reason and religious reason. Religious reason, the first fountain in front of this building with thatched roof is the temple of the water. And Incas were basically farmers. So water played an important role in their life and their economy. Found 107 in Machu Picchu, and in all these caves he found mummies. So now we know that caves were tombs buried outside. We call this one the royal mausoleum, the royal tomb, or the tomb for the king, Patafuta, to build this place. How we call the royal mausoleum. This is the main doorway to get the Sun Temple and the Royal Mausoleum. So only special people can stay here, not everybody. This is the reason why this main doorway shows the technique of locking and blocking. Look at the stone ring over there and the holes here. Incas blocking this way. After Incas closed the gate with a wooden door, they put a vertical lock and they tied that stone ring to the guards. The soldiers were in charge to look after the main doorway. When the king was here day and night, these people have to take care of this king palace. And the night is very dark. But look at this stone here.
Yeah, what is that?
This is to put a torch and the fire to illuminate this area.
Yeah.
So a group of guards here.
The guard shack.
That umbrella.
Look at this building also, 3 walls. Over there in front, another building of 3 walls. So 3 group of guards, always taking care of the king palace. This is the patio, the courtyard of the king palace. And in this place, the 3 different parts. This is the first one, this is for the bed. Incas sleep on the ground. You see many layers of baby alpaca skin. This place here is to change their clothes and to put the most important personal things. And this is the only bedroom that has a private toilet inside.
Yeah.
This small room, the royal toilet.
Okay.
The royal throne.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's got, where does that water go?
And this is a corridor that was basically joining, linking, connecting the King Palace and the houses of the servants of the King Palace. Here, the house of the servant, the kitchen, probably some of these buildings, so they have a perfect connection with the King Palace. How Incas make this huge plan for the foundation of the palaces and the structure here. So look at how these people make the plan for just, they were filling with many small rocks, also some interesting foundation here. So this is the way how these people make.
Well, at least I had a place to go.
Elevation, the farming area of Machu Picchu. According to the elevation of Machu Picchu above the sea level, 8,000 feet. According to pollen that geologists found on these terraces, and according to isotopic analysis of the skeleton and mummies that Professor Bingham found in Machu Picchu, and scientists found in the bone carbon-13 isotope, now we are completely sure that the main crop on these terraces is corn, mainly corn. And over there, for the building, those is the residential area. We see the first train station and also the bus road on the right hand side. Look at the bus road over there. So the train station and the bus road was opened in 1948. So we can say the tourist business began in Machu Picchu, bigger than that we saw on the fountain over there. So this is the channel that is coming from the springs up there in Machu Picchu mountain. In this Inca structure is these stones, fly steps.
Yeah.
Very common to find only in terraces to get very quickly the next and the next terrace. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3 here in this place. Control post of the Inca trail from Cusco to Machu Picchu. Like that building, Incas built many hundreds from Cusco to Machu Picchu. Another evidence that the trail was used only for the high class people. That is the last one we call the guard house. And this is the reason why we is in a very strategical position, controlling the trail from Sun Gate, is trailing to the top of Machu Picchu mountain, and on the left hand side the trail to the Inca bridge. So very strategic position. All these terraces also for farming activities. We can take advantage of the most of the spaces we become in the And here, dear friends, you see that the foundation of the whole city is the same rocky mountain. On the top of the rocks, Incas built first the terraces, first the foundation of the whole city. Terraces have different purposes, some of them for farming, some of them gardens, some of them for decoration. But the main reason why are hanging the cliffs are to support basically the whole city, retaining terraces. So the Incas, smart people, before to build the structures, the buildings on the top, they stabilize the peaks of the mountain, the more critical part of the mountain, building retaining terraces. Just after that, they build the temples on the top and the city on the top. Thanks to this technique, Machu Picchu surviving until nowadays. In the central area, this is the famous rock. Here, this is the whole Huayna Picchu mountain. Okay, this is the top. Okay, if you will take this picture, the whole mountain, and you will you will see the picture that you took in a vertical position like this, you are going to see the famous Inca face. Look at the forehead, the nose, the mouth, and the chin. That is Huayna Picchu mountain. And from here, you can take the picture of the whole Huayna Picchu mountain. Channel here. Nowadays we call the dry mode, but in the Inca time was not dry. This is basically to drain the rainwater from this farmland area and down to the river. This is for protection of this farmland area. And this is the really end of the Inca trail from Cusco to Machu Picchu. We'll visit the whole temples. Like the Muslims go to La Mecca once per year for religious purposes, this is an Inca Mecca, and this is a trail for pilgrimage activities. So dear friends, now you are not tourists, you are the new pilgrims in this holy site. You can take your picture with the main gate of the city.
Main gate, right here.
One of the highest, one of the tall, but the only one entrance. Yeah, to come to the pyramid. We are not trying to find all the gates.
Dear friends, also the main gates show the technique of locking and blocking that we saw in the main gate of the Sun Temple, the Royal Tomb. In this case, this gate was closed because remember, Incas were conquerors. They conquered many tribes in South America, so they have many potential enemies. Remember as well was the king Pachacute, the ninth king, who built this place. And he conquered all this land basically from a tribe that were living here before the Incas, the Wari tribes. So when Pachacute took possession of this place and he built Machu Picchu and other Inca places, many Waris were living in this jungle area, potential enemies. So when the king and the highest authorities appeared, the gate was closed for security.
Can you show me that picture? Okay, so that's how they secured this building. This
Gate.
gate. And then all the way up there.
Well, dear friends, we took many pictures from the viewpoint, the guardhouse area to Machu Picchu and Huayna Picchu, and from here you have a great opportunity to take pictures. The guardhouse, the viewpoint, and in the background, Machu Picchu Mountain. Machu Picchu Mountain is in the south. Machu Picchu means old mountain, and the elevation 10,000 feet. And Huayna Picchu is in the north, the young mountain, 8,800 feet. This is the two mountains, north-south, higher, lower. So young, older, so perfect duality.
Yeah.
We are walking now in the upper residential area of Machu Picchu. All these houses for workers, servant lodging, workshop areas, storehouses. This is the reason why you see, dear friend, this rustic and simple architecture. Another interesting thing, look at the holes, dear friends, between the rocks. The rainwater is taking out the original mud that Incas put in between. So if this will happen in the future, the wall will collapse. So we have to do something in order to protect the original walls. Look at what archaeologists are doing. They are putting more mud. It's not cement, it's like Incas did. Just clay, mud to protect the original wall. This is protection, not rebuilding. Built caves and they use like a tomb burial site. Professor Bingham found in total 164 mummies. In the first bone analysis that Professor Bingham did of this skeleton, he said 80% are women because the skeleton were small ones. That's why he threw his hypothesis that Machu Picchu was some kind of convent for priestesses, the chosen virgin of the sun. And this idea lasts many years in explanation of guys in Machu Picchu until 2000. In 2000, the physics forensic anthropologist Dr. John Verano from the United States, Tulane University, made a reanalysis of the skeleton with new technologies, and he said Professor Bingham was wrong. Now we know that about 50-50 were men and women, and also they found children. So here we're living basically families. What kind of families were living in Machu Picchu? Well, John Verano explained, I didn't find too much arthritis in the bones of the male adult people. So this is an evidence that these people are not simple workers. These guys didn't work in quarries, for example. Second, the tombs are simple caves. And inside Professor Bingham didn't find artifacts of high value. No gold, no silver. So these people were not from the high class people. So if these people were not from the high class people, were not from the simple commoners, so these people belong to the medium class people. And third, the skulls of these male adult people didn't show a skull trepanation, which is typical of warriors. So these people were not warriors. So what kind of family were living in Machu Picchu? Imagine the well-trained staff that work in the White House, or maybe in the Buckingham Palace. Remember I told you this is for the king, this is for the highest authorities. So the people that were working here must to be very well-trained staff that Incas called Panaka. And Panaka means royal servants. About 200 royal servants were living in this place to maintain the area, to get ready Machu Picchu for the king and the highest authorities. And the pilgrims that came from Cusco to Machu Picchu were about 500 to 600 pilgrims. And these people came to Machu Picchu only in a special occasion, especially equinoxes and the solstices, just for religious purposes, just to worship the most important god. So this is the newest research that we have, what kind of people were living the whole year around here. So when you are going to see caves, different sizes, different shapes, be sure are burial site of Inca tombs. Was from Colombia in the north to Chile in the south. Almost all South America was this huge Inca empire. In this huge Inca empire were living almost 15 million people. Incas didn't have slaves, So who built these places for the king? The simple commerce of this Inca Empire, in order to pay taxes for the government, they have to work for 2-3 months, because Incas didn't use money. They didn't know about money. So the only way how to pay taxes was to work for the state. In that idea, thousands and thousands of workers, probably 10,000 workers, came from different communities of this huge Inca Empire. They began to build Machu Picchu in 1420s, more or less, until 1520s, more or less. So about 100 years, Incas spent to build this place. But I told you that Incas didn't finish to build Machu Picchu. Another example, look at here. This is the last stone quarry. In this quarry, Incas were splitting rocks, dressing stone, building a structure, moving rocks. This rock where you are sitting was in process of transportation to build more things. Definitely, Incas didn't finish to build this place. So something important happened that pushed the Incas to abandon Machu Picchu before Incas finished to build completely this place. Two things happened. The first and the most important one. From 1492, Christopher Columbus, until 1500, Francisco Pizarro, many explorers like these two guys were exploring Central America, North America, and South America. These explorers have contact with native people. In those contacts, they left an invisible criminal, the smallpox.
Oh, yeah.
Millions of people died because this new disease in the Andes. In 1500 died the king, Huayna Cápac, because the smallpox. In that bad time when people were dying like flies, the king died, the workers stopped to build, and they abandoned Machu Picchu. After this king died, his two sons, Huáscar and Atahualpa, were fighting each other for the power of the huge Inca Empire, the bloody civil war. So look at what happened, the smallpox, the civil war. Just there, the Spanish arrived to this Inca land. So Incas, they didn't have more time to come back again to this area to finish to build Machu Picchu. That's why Machu Picchu is unfinished, and that is the reason why the Spaniards didn't find this place, because this area was abandoned between 15 to 1520s, and the Spaniards arrived to Cusco, the capital of this Inca Empire, in 1534. Many years after. A clear evidence that the Spaniards never been here. You don't see here a big Catholic church. You don't see here cathedrals or any Spanish building like you see in Cusco, because the Spaniards never been here. That's why Machu Picchu is almost intact. The buildings are missing just the thatch roof. That's why Machu Picchu is very impressive. That's why Machu Picchu is a new seven wonder of the world. This way.
What I plan to do, Terry?
To the Sun Temple. We saw the Sun Temple from the lower area where the royal tomb, but from here we see the best view, dear friends.
Yes.
Look at this is the only round building in Machu Picchu. The other building has rectangular, quadrangular shape. So the round shape makes a special difference because it's for the most important god, the Father Sun. Look at the quality of the architecture, the most beautiful one, the Inca imperial style that Incas use in temples and palaces. Also you see that the Sun Temple is unfinished. Look at the last two layers on the top. Still, the builders were working in that place. They didn't finish completely the Sun Temple. Look at, dear friend, the rock inside. That is the altar. So, dear friend, all temples has altar. In this case, this is the altar of the Sun Temple. In 1985, astronomers from Stewart Observatory, University of Arizona, were in Machu Picchu studying this temple, and thanks to these scientists from the United States, now we have a scientific answer how Incas use the temple. Incas use the temple for two main reasons, astronomy and religious reasons. Astronomy, Incas observing the sunrise, and this temple they fix in a very exactly mathematical way the first day of the Inca calendar. The first day was not 1st of January. That is, was June 21st, the winter June solstice, and in that special day Incas have the Sun Festival Day. So I was here many years, June 21st. Actually, I am working Machu Picchu 34 years, one of the oldest tour guides in this place, and I took many pictures. This is one of them. Look at my best picture that they took in that special morning. 7:20 in the morning, June 21st, the first sunbeam from the top of the mountain, they have the V shape on the top, come directly to the Sun Temple, passes through the open window in a vertical way and touches the altar. In this exactly mathematical way, Incas fixed the first day and the Sun Festival Day. It's an awesome sunrise that is possible to see nowadays only in Machu Picchu. Another reason why Machu Picchu is a new seven wonder of the world. And next to the Sun Temple, the palace of the high priest, and on the left-hand side, the king palace that we saw in the first part of this walking tour. The reason why Incas built Machu Picchu here are all the rocks that Incas found on the top of this mountain. This is the last stone quarry, local stone, and in this place, Incas found granite stone, enough granite stone here to build Machu Picchu. In this last stone quarry, Professor Dean and archaeologists digging this place, they found Inca tools. So we know what kind of tools Incas used to split, dress, polish, and transport stone. In 1530s, when Spanish arrived to this Inca land, Incas were living in the Stone Age, Copper period, and Bronze period. Just 600 years ago, Incas were living the Bronze period. So Incas were living 2,000 years behind the European and Asia's life. When the Spanish arrived here, Incas took a stone for fighting. The Spanish have guns, they have cannon, they have horses, and they have blades made of iron and steel. Look at the difference. So this is another reason why it was very easy to conquer this Inca Empire. So in this place, archaeologists found just bronze crown bars. Bronze crown bars. In this place, archaeologists found bronze chisels. Bronze chisels. But bronze is a soft metal. How Incas use bronze? Only they use bronze tools when they found in the rocks natural cracks.
Okay.
Natural fractures.
Yes.
Only in that way. But what happens when there is no natural cracks? In that case, they use stone hammers. They use very hard, compacting stone, especially hematite. Hematite contains 60 to 70% of iron. So Incas began to use natural iron. So just pounding, percussion system, these people split and they dress the stone. For example, between these two rocks here, look at in the middle, where is the bushes over there. There is a rock, and you are going to see in this side some kind of head and the neck around. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Incas were doing like that neck, just pounding in order to split that piece of rock.
Oh, okay.
Just pound.
Okay.
So it's not a theory, it's not a version, it's not just a hypothesis. Thanks to that, we know exactly how Incas split the rock using stone hammer. For transportation, Incas used basically rollers, 3 trunks. On roller, pushing, pulling levers, Incas move and transport stone. Thanks to this technique, many people said Incas use rollers because they didn't know the wheel system. Lies of all lies. 200 before Jesus Christ, before the Inca civilization, the Andean civilization was using wheels, but not for strong transportation. Why? Because they didn't have horses. They didn't have a strong animal to pull the wheels. These are just toys for children to play. But they knew the wheel system. Many people said Incas, they didn't know, they didn't have a writing system. Lies of all lies. This is the famous quipu. And Incas have different type of quipus. This is another one, for example.
Okay.
So dear friends,
Knots and beads.
quipu is not only for counting, it's not for mathematical purpose, it's not just a simple abacus. Thanks to new studies, now we know that the quipu is also a writing system. And the most interesting thing, the knot of this quipus was tying a binary system. Amazing. What we have in the computer mind, we have binary. Let me to present the first computer in the world that was discovered in the Andes. The problem, dear friend, is the Spaniards, they noticed that this was a writing system. But this is so sophisticated for them. Even nowadays, it's very difficult to translate these kind of things. So, dear friend, that's why the Spanish said this is very dangerous, this belongs to the devils, and it's very dangerous for our conquest. We have to destroy it. And they burned thousands and thousands of Inca books. That's why we lost many information about this incredible civilization. It's interesting Machu Picchu. Well, here we have
Look at that.
this botanical garden, dear friends. In this botanical garden, we have some interesting examples. The tree over there on the right-hand side is a fruit tree we call chirimoya, or the castor apple. Castor apple is very delicious. This creeper here and the fruit hanging over there, the passion fruit. The passion fruit. The white big flower over there in the corner is the angel's trumpet, hallucinogenic, the angel's trumpet.
Yeah.
Different varieties of begonias. The red flower over there, dear friend, is fuchsia, the fuchsia. Next to the fuchsia on the left-hand side, look at this amazing plant here, like a bamboo. It's not bamboo, dear friend. That is the tallest orchid plant in the world. Sobralia dichotoma. It's an orchid. Thanks to the shape like look at bamboo, people call the bamboo orchid as well. This big tree here, dear friends, Cecropia, is one of the most typical trees in the Amazon basin. And we have this Cecropia growing here. This is an evidence that Machu Picchu is the beginning of the jungle. This is another fruit tree, dear friend, here. This is lucuma. I recommend it to taste the ice cream of lucuma. Very delicious. The coca plant. Dear friend, is the most famous plant because without coca plant, no Coca-Cola. The first ingredient to make Coca-Cola was the coca plant. Nowadays, the Coca-Cola company use caffeine, but at the beginning was coca leaves because coca contains minerals, proteins, vitamins, and especially calcium. The coca leaf contains more calcium than any kind of milk. That's why the Andean people do. This is the temple of the three windows, eh?
Yeah.
Take your picture, temple of the three windows. This stone in this shape represents the whole universe, and Incas split the universe in three different parts. The step on the top represents the sky, what is the sun, the moon, the most important god. The step in the middle represents our planet Earth, the present life, Pachamama.
Pachamama, yep.
And the last step represents tombs, burial site underneath. So dear friend, three Andean animals, totem of the Inca religion, represent the three different parts of the universe. Condor represents the sky, Puma represents our planet Earth, and snake represents the present life. The trilogy of the universe. That is the meaning of these three windows. So this is the temple of the whole mother universe that Incas call Pachacamac. So in Machu Picchu, Incas not only worship our mother nature, Pachamama, Incas worship the whole universe. So you can see this is a very integral, a complete religious center. This is a pillar that was supporting the wood beam from this hole to the other one, and also the frame, the biggest green plateau, the Holy Main Square. This is for religious purposes, yes, and this is like an amphitheater. Just a few seconds ago, the guy was clapping, and you heard perfect, because the echo, the acoustic is very strong. So this is an amphitheater for religious purposes. Incas have in the center of this Holy Main Square, this stone obelisk was standing vertical in the center of this Holy Main Square. My first time in Machu Picchu was in 1965 when I was 10 years old, and I saw the Inca obelisk standing over there. But what happened? 1978 arrived to Machu Picchu the first helicopter from the Peruvian army, bringing very important people, politicians, and the helicopter landed on this Holy Main Square. For that, the workers split the Inca obelisk in pieces. They destroyed it, buried it. If you see in the center, there is a piece of rock over there. Now, this is part of the Inca obelisk that was destroyed because the helicopters in Machu Picchu. Another criminal action going here. These are big boulders. It's not a small stone. That is a small stone, and people have lived and tried and proved and tried to feed the stone. But look at here. This is a huge boulder. Thanks to this sinking that happened here, now we see inside. It's very interesting to see that the stones are concave and convex. Concave and convex and was fit. How Incas feed the stone in that way? Nobody knows. Some basically enigmatic things. And this is that we call the principal temple. Look at all this structure, the three altars over there. All this building is facing to Machu Picchu mountain. So it's very clear Incas worship Machu Picchu mountain in this temple. Why? For three main reasons. Up there, Incas found the two natural springs of drinkable water. Without water in that mountain, nothing here. Second, in this mountain they found the rocks. Without rocks, no way how to build Machu Picchu. And third, this Machu Picchu mountain is the foundation of the whole city. For these three main reasons, Incas built this temple to give thanks and to worship Machu Picchu. This sinking and collapse that you see here is not earthquake problem. The Inca structure are anti-seismic structure. For example, 1650, 1950, 1986, Cusco suffered big earthquakes. What happened? The Spanish building fell down. The church, the cathedral, everything on the floor, but not Inca walls, proving that are a strong anti-seismic structure. But what makes anti-seismic? What is the secret? Look at the shape of the windows, trapezoidal shape. Look at the shape of the doorways, trapezoidal shape. Look at the inclination of the walls inward, pyramid shape. Incas never built a structure because this is very weak.
Yeah.
This is a state.
Yeah.
Pyramid trapezoidal shape. That's why these buildings are very strong. So that problem is range in a diamond shape. In a diamond shape. Up here, compass.
Oh boy, he's going to show us something tricky. He's going to get a
We see that the four corners of this stone are pointing exactly the four cardinal directions.
Oh, really?
This is north, this is south, east, and west. So, dear friends, why the stone was carved pointing the four cardinal direction? Because this stone represents the most important constellation in the south hemisphere, the Southern Cross constellation. In the north hemisphere, North Star is the most important one for the Stonehenge, Egyptian, Aztecs, Mayas, but in the south hemisphere is the Southern Cross. Thanks to the Southern Cross, the Andean civilization go to the ocean, go to the Polynesians for exploration and commercial purposes, and went back home just observing the Southern Cross constellation. Here, this is the reason here we have this important story. I told you that Mr. Bingham was looking for Vilcabamba, the lost city of the Incas. Nowadays we know that Vilcabamba is over there where are the glaciers. In that area, in that region is Vilcabamba, the lost city of the Incas. After Professor Bingham explored Machu Picchu, he continued his exploration along this canyon and he arrived to this place. He found Vilcabamba completely destroyed by the Spaniards. So that's why he thought that Vilcabamba was Machu Picchu, and he died with that idea that Machu Picchu was the lost city of the Incas, or Vilcabamba the last stronghold of the Incas.
Whoa, that's kind of cool.
32 angles in this stone.
And here we have the evidence that not only with rollers, also stone rollers. So this roller was used to move this and they left still over there. The pyramid on the left-hand side. Look at, Incas took advantage of that big rock that they found there. They build retaining terraces and they make that pyramid. So only the high-class people were in this holy main square, but the king and the highest priest were on the top of that pyramid. That is the exclusive place only for the king and the highest priest to wait the sunrise in the winter solstice. So these guys were the first that saw the sunrise in that special.
Okay.
That is an orchid.
A definite
Is
orchid.
that, you know?
Yes.
But if you see, look at the petals that are going all the way down
They're long.
until the bushes, the small plant over there. So that is the biggest orchid plant in the world, Phragmipedium cauda. these people were just 300 Spaniards, and the Inca army more than 25,000 soldiers. So they must have a special strategy to conquer this huge Inca empire. They came first as a friends. They said the Incas, "Hello Incas, we are friends. We are coming in peace. We don't want to fight with you, just we want to talk with you, and we want to teach you the true religion, the Catholic Roman religion." Well, the Spaniards, the Incas saw 300 Spaniards, they said, well, no problems. Let's listen to these foreigners. Let's prepare a good welcome for these guys. And let's know a little more about these people. And the Inca Atahualpa ordered to prepare a good welcome for these guys in a huge main square in Cajamarca in the north part of Peru. Very beautiful welcome with food, drinks, musicians, dances, and many drinks and also gifts made of gold and silver. So the meeting started in that morning, and the Father Valverde, this Dominic father, offered the Inca the sweet wine. The king tasted the sweet wine. He loved the sweet wine. They didn't know about sugar, you know. So it was amazing to taste this kind of liquor. So he said, thank you very much to take all this gold and silver for you. And the whole morning, Incas and Spaniards were drinking sweet wine like a good friends. In the afternoon, when everybody was drunk, the Father Valverde poisoned the last cup of sweet wine with arsenic.
Oh, no.
Imagine what happened, all the people on the floor writing in pain. In that exactly moment, when people don't understand what happened, the Spanish took their guns and they began to kill everybody. The cannons, boom, boom. And from the four corners, the Spanish cavalry appears, cutting the head of these guys, the Indian guys. What was the reason of that? To capture the king. That was the strategy. So they captured the king Atahualpa and was put in prison. When Atahualpa, the king, was in prison begging for his life, he said, Amigo Francisco, Father Valverde, please don't kill me. I am the king, I am very powerful. I will give you a lot of gold and silver, women, the Virgin of the Sun. I will give you many things. So very happy, the Francisco Pizarro and the Father Valverde said, okay, king. On this Bible, our holy books, we promise in the name of this our King of Spain, the gods, and this holy cross, we are not going to kill you. But you have to fill many rooms full of gold and silver. No worries, said the Inca. And he sent thousands and thousands of people to all this Inca empire to look for the gold and silver. They spent 2 months basically to dismantle all the temples, especially from Cusco, and it's true. They fill it many rooms with gold and silver. The Spanish spent 2 months, day and night, without a stop, to melt all this treasure to make coins that they transport to Spain, and they spend all this money just fighting in Europe. And after that, they didn't keep his promise. They hung. They killed the last king Atahualpa. That was the end of the Inca Empire and the end of the treasures of Machu Picchu.
What year was that again?
1534.
Are you hungry? No.
Now in the Condor Temple in Machu Picchu. Condor, the biggest bird in the world. Condor is the only bird that flies over the cloud like a plane. That's why Condor represents for Incas the sky. And was in charge to bring a spirit of that person to the kingdom of God. In 1996, what did the excavation of that burial site, this tomb, and archaeologists found llama bones. These llamas were sacrificed here in this holy rock. That's why they contain for the blood in the cover. So this place is for religious purposes. Archaeologist Professor Bingham didn't find in Machu Picchu human sacrifices. In Machu Picchu, only animals. Incas respect the human being Another interesting thing is the shape of this stone altar that was carved exactly in the condor shape. Look at, I will describe. Come here, closer. Look at, this is the neck, this is the head. Look at the huge beak inside of this container for the blood. So Inca represented the condor is drinking the blood of these Andean camels that they sacrifice here. Look at the eyes on both sides of the face. Condor has white feathers around the neck. Look at the white stone, the color of the condor. This is the body. Where are the huge wings of the condor? It's spectacular. The right wing and the left wing. Look at it. So the condor can fly.
Wow.
From here, dear friends, we have another beautiful view of the Sun Temple. From here you can see the wind on the right hand side that the Incas used to fix the winter solstice. That is special day, dear friends, for the Inca calendar, the first day. But dear friends, there is another window on the left hand side. What is the reason of that? Well, dear friends, if we are inside of the temple in June, the whole month in June we are going to see like this. How the ray of the sun is passing through the window and is shining the altar. The whole month. So, how Incas knew that June 21st is the exactly day of the winter solstice? It is visible the whole month like this. This is the reason of that four protrusion that you see in the four corners, dear friends. In those protrusions they hang a pendulum. And in the middle of the pendulum, dear friends, in the middle of the window like this. So when sunrise happens in the morning, the pendulum will produce a shadow on the altar. And Inca have a marking line on the altar. When the shadow of the pendulum coincides with this line, this is the day, June 21st, the winter June solstice. Amazing astronomy. So from June, the sun moved to the right. June, July, August, September, October, November, December. What do we have over there in December? The sun gate. And the sunrise in the summer solstice. That's why we call sun gate. And the other window on the left-hand side. So winter, summer, June, December.
Okay.
An amazing astronomical observatory. Well, dear friends, probably this is your last view of Machu Picchu, before we go outside. Well, dear friends, we have many wonders in the world, but definitely Machu Picchu is one of the most important wonders for the entire humanity. Why? The old wonders, the only one that survives nowadays is the Egyptian pyramid. But what is the Egyptian pyramid? It's just a tomb for one person, the pharaoh, that's all. In 2007 was declared the new seven wonder. Among them we have in Brazil, a big statue made of concrete, cement, iron and steel, Jesus Christ Corcovado. This is a statue that represents only the Christian community. A little higher we have in Mexico, Chichen Itza, the Maya pyramid, very impressive. But thousands of people were sacrificed there. Here not. Here Inca respect the human being. A little higher we have in Italy the Roman Colosseum, an amazing Colosseum where thousands and thousands of people are smiling, laughing, drinking wine. Meanwhile other human beings killing themselves down there. Very sad. A little higher we have in China the Great Wall, an amazing structure. Millions of people die building that kind of things, but for what? Just for fighting, just for the war, dear friends, very sad. A little higher we have in Jordan, Petra. That is a rocky mountain, limestone, and these people were carving a structure in the mountain. Impressive carving in the mountain. But was used just to get taxes, money, economical business. Finally, we have in La India, Taj Mahal, a beautiful palace that was built because a boy fell in love with one lady. And what is the reason of Machu Picchu? To worship our Mother Earth, to worship our Mother Nature, to worship our Mother Universe. This represents the whole humanity. Meanwhile, human beings are living in this planet. Machu Picchu always will remain all generations that we have to respect our Mother Earth, we have to protect our Mother Nature, and why not, like Incas did here, to worship our Mother Earth. That is the great example that Incas left for us in Machu Picchu. That's why Machu Picchu is very important for the humanity. That's why Machu Picchu is one of the most important wonders of the world. That's why you are not tourists, you are the new pilgrims in this holy site. And like Michael Jackson said in his last concert in London, this is it. Thank you very much.
Wow.
I hope you have enjoyed this tour.
I think it said it was a girl, yeah.
Oxygenated room.
Supposedly.
Home sweet home.
This is a good bed.
Chandelier.
Green bag.
Anne's bed. Our bed. Let's just go in here. This is where I'm taking a shower. Woo! Beautiful. Ta-da! Buenas noches.
from?
Yes.
Where are you from?
California.
California.
Yeah, USA. Oh, now you guys are in the sun.
One children?
Three.
Three children.
Three boys. He's youngest.
Young.
They're all big.
Yeah, he's my baby.
My baby.
Oh.
My baby.
Big baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anna, how old are you?
Yo,
Those years.
Años.
Años.
19.
Okay.
18.
18.
18. Yes.
Okay, 18.